In a small village nestled between rolling hills, there stood a Zen temple, known for its simplicity and tranquility. The temple was not grand or adorned with elaborate decorations, but it was a place where people came to find peace and clarity. The monks who lived there led a life of quiet contemplation, guided by their master, an elderly monk named Master Hiroshi. Among the monks was a young apprentice named Ren. Ren had come to the temple seeking wisdom, but despite his efforts, he often felt restless and distracted. He would wake up every morning, rush through his morning chores, and begin his meditation with a mind filled with worries about the day ahead. He wanted to change, to find the calm and focus that he saw in Master Hiroshi and the other monks, but he did not know how. One morning, as Ren was sweeping the temple courtyard, he noticed Master Hiroshi sitting on the steps, watching the sunrise. The master's eyes were soft, and his expression was serene, as if he was in perfect harmony with the world around him. Ren hesitated for a moment, but then approached the master and bowed. "Master," Ren said, "I see how peaceful you are every morning, and I wish I could be the same. But no matter how hard I try, my mind is always filled with thoughts and worries. What can I do to find peace?" Master Hiroshi looked at Ren and smiled. "It is good that you are aware of your restless mind," he said. "The first step to peace is recognizing that you are not at peace. But tell me, Ren, how do you start your mornings?" Ren thought for a moment. "I wake up, hurry to finish my chores, and then begin my meditation," he replied. "But even when I meditate, I can't stop thinking about all the things I need to do." The master nodded thoughtfully. "I see. Tomorrow morning, before you begin your day, I want you to do something different. When you wake up, I want you to take a few moments to listen to the sound of the morning bell. Let it be the first thing you focus on, and let everything else fade away." Ren was puzzled by the master's request. The morning bell was something he had heard every day since he arrived at the temple, but he had never thought much about it. Still, he trusted the master's wisdom and agreed to follow his instructions. The next morning, Ren woke up to the familiar sound of the bell. Instead of rushing out of bed as he usually did, he sat still, closed his eyes, and listened. The bell's tone was deep and resonant, its sound lingering in the air like a gentle wave. For the first time, Ren allowed himself to be fully present, absorbing the sound without thinking about anything else. As the bell continued to ring, Ren felt a strange sense of calm wash over him. The worries that usually crowded his mind were nowhere to be found. He realized that, for those few moments, he was not thinking about the past or the future. He was simply there, in the present, listening to the sound of the bell. After the bell had finished ringing, Ren went about his morning chores, but something had changed. He felt lighter, more focused, and less rushed. When he sat down to meditate, his mind was stiller than it had ever been. He realized that he had started his day with a sense of presence, and that presence had carried through to everything else he did. Ren continued this practice every morning. He would wake up, listen to the bell, and let its sound bring him into the present moment. Over time, he found that this simple habit had a profound effect on his life. He was more attentive during his chores, more mindful in his interactions with others, and more at peace during his meditation. It was as if the morning bell had become a gentle reminder to let go of distractions and focus on what truly mattered. One day, Ren approached Master Hiroshi and bowed deeply. "Master," he said, "I did as you asked, and I have been listening to the morning bell every day. I never realized how powerful such a simple practice could be. It has changed everything for me." Master Hiroshi smiled, his eyes twinkling with warmth. "The bell has always been there, Ren," he said. "It rings for everyone, but only those who are willing to listen will hear its message. Peace is not something you need to chase. It is already within you. All you need is a moment to connect with it, and that moment can be found in the simplest of things: a sound, a breath, a single step. Ren nodded, understanding now what he had not understood before. The power of the morning bell was not in the sound itself, but in the act of listening. By taking a few moments each morning to be fully present, he had found a way to carry that presence with him throughout the day. From that day on, Ren continued his practice, and he noticed that even when challenges arose, he could return to the stillness he found each morning. The habit of listening to the bell had become a doorway to peace, a simple yet powerful way to remind himself of the calm that lay within. Moral of the story: sometimes the most profound changes come from the simplest practices. By starting each morning with a moment of mindfulness, you can set the tone for the rest of your day. Whether it's listening to a sound, taking a deep breath, or just sitting still, find a simple habit that helps you connect with the present moment. This small act of presence can transform your day and, over time, your entire life.